All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let him know, let him know. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you.
Now they try the right side here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Check, lucky.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. 57. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh,
Trying
my
to get
God.
it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams.
Oh, my
He's
God,
got a little
I can't see.
daylight.
Got him.
Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
No, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Why do you need my phone? What do you need? Good. She doesn't have an iPhone?
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Joking me on that.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw.
Oh, he got me. No, he didn't.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 43. Motion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Switch.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill, kill, kill.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go again. Here we go again. Kill, 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 kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Delta. Tighten up.
2nd and 2. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
Shit.
How did they get that done?
Dog's fumbling his shit. Giving this game away, boy.
80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is.
Could have scored a touchdown, gave up 4 points. And gave up an 80-yard touchdown in one play,
man. You want something
bro.
to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
I don't even know if you can hear me. I just got a new mic. I can't hear you.
That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome
okay, I just got a new
everyone
Astro. I just figured out how to turn the shit to
3.
voice. That's why I didn't know you was talking to me. I had shit on game all the way up. I like that. That's what's up. This shit is hard as hell.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
Oh,
and it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kiki QT, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his
you mean overall, like in the league?
A single score. Dan
yeah, because you came hella late.
Offense. Let's try and get 2 more. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one.
Yeah, you're going to run the clock down? It would have been perfect if you scored. It would have been. Yeah.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. And
I was like, oh, he's about to do this shit. Oh, he did it. Oh, hell
line.
Yeah, I got lucky.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57, 57. 15, 15. Check 31, check 31. Hey, Ripple is.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, get off him.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game.
Pop
It's a
smoke.
significant achievement and a very, very solid.
There he goes.
But I shake the room.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, this
His
fucking
third
offense is
touchdown of the game,
insane.
number 11 on the year.
There's 2
And
picks.
the
Oh
Chiefs
shit, the
are
one
able
was
to extend their lead.
I caught, but the one that I didn't catch was another bad duck.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half.
Like
the
went over
halftime break.
Hargrave's
That didn't
head.
slow him down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's
Yeah, I tried to
almost
jump
as
and catch
if
it,
they
too. I
were
was like,
saying,
oh, my
it's
God.
not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Oh, and Rush. Yeah, my team is so sorry in Rush line won the Super Bowl. I don't understand.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook.
Oh, what the fuck? You see that shit?
Drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time.
That was weird.
You can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
So that duck that the computer fucking threw bad for you was his first pick all year.
Taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Damn. That's to have it like that. That was a bullshit pick. I said, oh my God, he got me. Oh shit, no he didn't. It's literally what I said, oh my God, he got me. He said that like 3 or 4 times tonight. They on him like defense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Curley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
Jesus Christ. Is that a superstar over there?
Picked up by Joejuan Williams.
Nicole
Hardman, the intended target.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's coming. We got double up. Kill.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Red. 18
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Get over there. God damn it, man.
It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, you got lucky again.
Incomplete. Showed off
Oh my God, you're
there,
getting lucky
no
twice now.
2nd down.
Oh, I got lucky once too,
With a
though.
dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive
That
backs
should've
on
hit
the
my
field
defender's
covered up
hands, though.
essentially
That's
every blade of grass. That
I
allowed
get the
them to
throw shouldn't
disrupt the
happen,
play.
but this shit
Here's
did
2nd
happen.
and 10 now from the 35.
22 jet bomber. Go. Hey, scene 6. Go.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Another
For
one.
the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm telling you, Madden is giving me so much right now, dog. It's crazy. He gave me 1 pick, and then everything else was should-have-beens. You know, I should have had at least 3.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I ain't have no choice. You had me. Yeah.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I would tell you what happened, but I don't like it. I switched all my linebackers to run stuff and shit because my division is full of them. So I have no lurkers out there.
He's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
It works for my division, but it don't work league-wide. And I can't run in coverage with the linebacker.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
With you on with the ball, like, attacking me every time. Ain't even a quick hack with me.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ooh,
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, yellow. 180. 15. 3 down. Mike 8. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Just a little bit.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in,
man. God damn, it made it take 30 minutes.
Blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Yellow. 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the screen.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th, and that will be caught, but out of bounds.
Oh, my God, he caught it, too.
Ruled incomplete here. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
They're not even going to give me that type of replay. You know what I mean? No, it's not
the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Yeah, you about to try to block me.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throw complete to Herndon. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up. I just knew you were about to
quick hike a fake right there.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
Yeah, where's no 4th quarter?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Humble boy.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They come up in an offset eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check. Here we go. Check him up. Check the call.
He's back to throw.
Good game, dog.
He's got it.
Woo!
It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
That was clutch. Great game, boy. You're a fucking problem. No cap, you are
now
a
after
fucking
the
problem.
touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away.
Some NSC cats don't know how to deal with that.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
At their own 31-yard line.
Oh, shit.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.